During the Clone Wars, Separatists even captured Palpatine, sparking the Battle of Coruscant. This planet's not the worst, but it's certainly not all it's cracked up to be. Next up is Endor, and while this forest moon looks cute with all its fuzzy Ewoks in their tree houses, don't be fooled. These little creatures are real meat eaters, who'll even eat stormtroopers. They might seem like cuddly teddy bears, but if you crash land here and get on their bad side, they won't hesitate to eat you for dinner. But the Ewoks are just the start of your problems. The air on Endor has more oxygen than humans are used to, which sounds like a nice change of pace, until you realize that extra oxygen can make you very sick in just a few days, leaving you dizzy, prone to seizures, and eventually causing your body to shut down. The entire moon is covered with gigantic trees that tower higher than skyscrapers. One wrong step in an Ewok village up in the trees, and you could tumble hundreds of feet, breaking your bones and shattering like a dropped dinner plate. And if that fall doesn't somehow finish you off, the wild animals will. Take the Gorax for example, a monstrous creature the size of a small house that snatches up anyone who wanders too close, keeping them locked away until it gets hungry. But that's not all Endor has in store. The moon is crawling with dangerous bugs, carrying all sorts of diseases that not a doctor in the galaxy could cure. Even the plants seem to be out to get you. Some of the local flowers release tiny spores that trick your eyes, making you see things that aren't really there. Breathe in too many of these spores and you might panic and run off a cliff, convinced that your own shadow is chasing you. When night falls, the forest turns pitch black, which as you can imagine, brings problems. With falling branches, hidden drop-offs, and nocturnal creatures on the prowl, every step becomes a risk. In short, Endor isn't as cute as its fuzzy inhabitants make it look. If the water is more your thing, you should try Kamino, most famous for being the wet planet where they made all the clone troopers. If you think rainy days back home are bad, Kamino is basically underwater with extra steps. It rains 24/7, and not the nice gentle rain that helps you sleep, but the kind that feels like someone's throwing buckets of water at your face non-stop. This whole planet is one giant ocean, with a few cities built on tall, wobbly poles. All it takes is one big storm, and trust me, they happen all the time. And the whole city could tip over like a rickety chair, tossing you straight into the roaring sea below. And you really don't want to end up in Kamino's ocean. The water pressure is so strong, it would fold you like a chair before you even realize what's happening. Even if you manage to stay safe in one of these floating cities, you still have to deal with the Kaminoans. These creatures are tall, slim, and have long, skinny necks that make them look like, well, I'll just say it, freaks. They're a bunch of weirdos. These creatures are perfectly made for life in this never-ending rain, but when it comes to humans, they aren't very forgiving. Kaminoans are known for their strict, no-nonsense attitude. They expect you to follow their rules without question. They see humans as messy and unpredictable, and they have little patience for mistakes. Even though it wouldn't technically kill you, the worst part is that if you complained about the weather, the Kaminoans would just stare at you with those big freaky eyes, completely confused about why you don't enjoy living in the never-ending shower. Weirdos. Now for Naboo, the beautiful planet known for its sparkling landscapes, friendly humans, and quirky Gungans with their floppy ears. Might look like a picture-perfect paradise, but don't be fooled. This world is full of hidden dangers. These Gungans are friendly, yes, but if you somehow befriended one and get access to their hidden cities, you're in serious trouble. Why? Because that means you've got to dive straight into Naboo's vast, endless waters, and that's where things get deadly. The pressure alone could crush you, squeezing your lungs until breathing feels impossible. And let's say somehow you can breathe underwater, then congrats. You've just unlocked a whole new set of problems. Naboo's oceans are teeming with monstrous sea creatures, like the Colo clawfish, a massive sharp-toothed nightmare that could snap you in half before you even see it coming. And if that doesn't end you, the Sando aqua monster might. It's bigger, meaner, and to it, you're just a light snack drifting through the deep blue. But hey, maybe you make it out of the water and onto the dry land. In that case, good for you. You step into the sun, surrounded by green meadows and fancy architecture. Peaceful, right? Wrong. Naboo's air carries pollen from its vibrant alien flowers. Beautiful, sure, but deadly. The microscopic dust they release can trigger extreme allergic reactions. Your throat tightens, breathing becomes harder, and your body starts to shut down, all because you took a deep breath of fresh air. Oh, and those picture-perfect lakes? Don't let the calm surface fool you. Beneath the water, hungry predators lurk, waiting for someone like you to wander too close. And just when you think you've survived the elements, remember, Naboo has a long history of war. It's a prime target for invasions, political drama, and all-out battles. Droids, blaster fire, orbital ships blocking out the sky. If this planet doesn't kill you naturally, the conflict might. You could be vaporized by a stray laser blast before you even get the chance to enjoy their famous waterfalls. And next we've got Alderaan, which is great. First of all, it's actually a perfectly habitable world with beautiful snow-capped mountains and lush forests. But okay, you know the drill.